It's time for Business on the Spot with Mark Hill. Business on the Spot is designed to introduce you to local businesses across the Ozarks. Be a part of the show by calling 447-4872 or 447-1777. Business on the Spot here on AM 1340 and on the internet at 1340bigtalker.com. Now, here's your host, Mark Hill.
And a good Wednesday morning to you here, August the 29th, and Business on the Spot. We are continuing with our mission to introduce you to some of the greatest businesses here in Southwest Missouri, many that you just drive by every day and you're in traffic, trying not to hit the car in front of you, daydreaming a little bit, and you drive right by them, and every once in a while you might catch a glimpse of a sign and go, I wonder what that is. Well, we're going to answer that question today for you for three different amazing businesses, and couldn't be any more different, but share a lot of the same qualities, and that is the integrity and how they go about doing what they do and doing it with excellence. And I'm leading off here. I am in really a rare place right now because I'm in the presence of two doctors, and that's always a little, I don't know, not intimidating, but it's just kind of fun because there's so much knowledge in this room. And I've got Dr. Courtney and Dr. Brown, both from the Forrest Institute of Professional Psychology here in Springfield, which, quite honestly, ladies, is one of those places a lot of people drive by on West Battlefield and drive by over by Parkview High School and just like, I don't know what they do. What's going on here? And you're here to help us out today, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So I'm Renae Courtney, and I'm the program director of the Masters in Clinical program over at Forrest Institute. And really, we want to let people know a little bit about our programs. We have a program, Masters in Clinical, Masters in Counseling, and those are programs designed for the working professional in mind. We offer small class sizes, community environment and atmosphere, and we even have campus apartments on campus.
Yeah, I remember when you all built those there, and that was kind of a unique twist for such a small school to have housing on campus. And one of the unique things about this program, Dr. Courtney, that you're sharing with us about, Forrest has been known for 30, 40 years of being a quality PsyD program, which for a lot of people, they don't maybe understand the difference between a PsyD and a PhD, but it's a clinical psychology doctorate where you do more learning and hands-on than necessarily just book work and study. And for that working professional, like you just got through mention, to be able to come into a program locally with the prestige and the history like at Forrest Institute and get that master's, boy, it could be a career changer for them and a life changer to have that kind of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. We offer a lot of benefits, including, for the Masters in Clinical and the Masters in Counseling, small class sizes, and we have a full-time advisor for students that are interested in those programs. We also, what most people don't know about us, is have a St. Louis campus, St. Louis site, and we have students that are attending both our Applied Behavioral Analysis program and our Masters in Clinical program up there too. Okay,
let's talk for just a minute here before we get over to the Marriage and Family Therapy section of today's study. But with this clinical psychology with the master's level, those that are listening today, we probably got two different groups of people listening, and we got some that, you know what, hey, I'm looking, I need to do something different for a career, and I've always been interested in psychology, and maybe potential students. And then you've got those that are living life, and you know what, we all run into speed bumps in life, and it doesn't hurt to have that person that can intercede and help guide you through some of those speed bumps, and that could be the person with this master's degree. Out in the public, whenever the listeners are out there and they're encountering somebody that's a counselor or has gone through this program, how will they recognize that person? I mean, is there a doctor in front of their name, or what's their credentials, and what's going to happen with that person? I mean, by the time they get through the program, how are they going to help people?
Well, we train individuals to become licensed professional counselors through our program. And, individuals that come to our program can do that anywhere from 18 to 24 months through our classes. They go out and they work in the field in agencies. They have private practices. They work in schools. The possibilities are endless. And with our school, we offer a full-time advisor that can really work with students. So, for instance, maybe their goals or their dreams are to go to school out of state. That advisor can work with them to identify exactly what they need to get the licensing somewhere else too.
Okay, so that licensed professional counselor could be in a lot of different places, obviously, as you shared, and can be offering help and counseling on a number of different levels. Now, let's say someone gets in here and they get that education academic bug bites them, and they love the program, they love the master's. Moving on to the next level to get that doctorate, this is a great springboard for that to happen.
It sure is, and a lot of the faculty that are there in our program work both with the master's degree students and the doctoral degree students. And students who obtain our masters oftentimes decide to go on and pursue the doctoral degree. Some decide that the master's is where they want to be too.
I have seen counselors and psychologists that their credentials, all those great letters and acronyms after those names. I see many who have an LPC designation in addition to a PsyD or a PhD. So that's obviously someone who has made that decision and gone through a program like we were discussing that Forrest has, and then moved on and got their doctorate.
Mm-hmm. And so you asked me before about the letters after someone's name. So it would look like their name, and then it would be MA, and then if they choose to pursue licensure, it would be LPC.
Okay. And LPC is an accredited licensing that they go through a lot of hours of being supervised, and I mean, it's the real deal. This is not like, hey, I just got a degree, I want to go out and start being a counselor and help people. This is, I've gone through, I've been supervised, and I've done my due course.
Mm-hmm. And one of the neat things about our program is that we provide a practicum opportunity at our clinic, the Robert J. Murney Clinic, which is also a community mental health clinic, and we offer sliding scale fee for services there as well. But our students that participate in our program get to go over to that clinic and start out there and work with the professionals who are professors but also practitioners in the field. And they get to get this hands-on experience working with individuals under the supervision of a licensed professional.
And that clinic, for those of you that are listening, is located on Campbell Street, right across from Parkview High School. Has been there for a long time. Actually, was the original site for the school many, many years ago. And for those within our community that are really needing some help, and perhaps maybe it's just one of those times that financially it doesn't seem to be a really good option. This is a tremendous opportunity for them to go and get help from very qualified individuals, and it's been a real resource for our community. And quite honestly, a lot of people have overlooked it. I agree with you. Well, Dr. Courtney, thank you we'll talk about the clinical psychology. We'll be back to you in just a second. Dr. Brown, you're going to be up, and you specialize in an area referred to as marriage and family therapy. And wow, I tell you what, with everything I see in the news and all that I hear from all my friends and everybody else, marriages and family need a lot of help right now. So you're going to help people to do that.
We sure do, and we absolutely train students who are interested specifically in working with couples and families, and they want to specialize that in our area. We have 2 opportunities for students who want to be a marital and family therapist. They can either come and get their master's degree in marriage and family therapy, or if they already have a master's degree, we also offer a postgraduate degree program, which is shorter because students are coming in with some graduate level coursework that will transfer in. Our program is also a 2-year program similar to Dr. Courtney's, and we have an extensive practicum experience that are required of our students. They have to see 500 client contact hours during their time as a student, and half of those need to be with couples and families because that's really where their specialty lies.
That's a lot of time, and in a supervised situation, that's where they begin to learn what's real.
Absolutely.
I mean, books are great,
yep.
But when you're sitting across from someone and the tears and the emotions and everything's pretty raw, that's when you start earning your stripes and learning, isn't it?
And that's really where our students are the most excited because they finally get to be at the Robert J. Murney Clinic and seeing clients, and we have some great training opportunities. We have Behind the Mirror. We can call into sessions, so students are absolutely supported from day one when they're at the clinic working with clients hands-on.
It seems like there, as I mentioned at the beginning of you and I's discussion, with all that's going on in the world today, and it seems like marriages and families are just under such pressure and stress and attack that this is a real area that probably doesn't have nearly enough people that's qualified to be involved. And so this program that Forrest is offering seems like it could be really popular and needed.
Absolutely. Our families are our core foundation that we go home to every day. We start off in the morning and we go home to those, and we work to help families build strong relationships, secure foundations so that we can go out into the world and do all the fun things that we want to, but have that to come home to. And couples are really important too. There's been lots of research that shows that kids' success goes back to how their parents are doing in the home.
Well, it's the cornerstone of our society, actually, and it's an area that needs to continue always to have help. And what a great legacy Forrest has, and this I'm familiar with some of the folks that have been there over the years, and have been friends with some of them, and the quality has always been there. And again, for those that are listening, Business on the Spot, we're visiting with Dr. Courtney and Dr. Brown from Forrest Institute of Professional Psychology. This is one of those areas on West Battlefield, you see a little marker out by the road, and you can't see the school from the road. You can see it from Horton Smith Golf Course, but you can't see it from the road. And then the clinic over on Campbell, you drive by it, and it's like, what in the world does that mean? Robert J. Murney, there's a Murney Real Estate. Is this a real estate? No, it's not. It's a place where people can be helped. Now, this is a school, you've got programs, and people, you've got a great website, forrest.edu, easy to get to and easy to navigate. Admissions this isn't one of those, it's a school, so you just can't say, I think I want to start today. There's times where admissions is all part of the scope, isn't it?
Yes, and we are currently looking for students for the spring, and with the master's programs, the master's in clinical and the master's in counseling, where students can get started in the spring, summer, or fall. And sometimes students do that to see if this is exactly where they want to be in terms of maybe going on to pursue more. So we also offer evening classes, and if there is interest in this, please contact us so you can come and meet with us personally. The best way to do that is forrest.edu, or to call our admissions department at 1-800-424-7793, or simply request more information or just to talk with someone. It's not necessarily a 1 or 2 day process to go through to be admitted to a graduate school. You've got to get all the right paperwork. You've got to apply. There's interviews. There's all types of things. So it seems like, wow, the fall semester just started and you're already talking about spring. But it takes time to get those things done. And Forrest, for many people that are unaware, this is an accredited program by North Central that accredits Missouri State University, Drury University, Evangel. This is an accredited program and a long-standing program, and one that has really made a difference. Now, you talk about small class sizes. Dr. Brown, what are we talking about? Is that 3? Is that 10? Is it 15? What's a small class?
Well, first, I just wanted to say that the marriage and family therapy programs are also accredited by the Commission on American Family Therapy Education. We are actually the only master's and postgraduate degree programs that are accredited in the state of Missouri. So we're really excited about that.
That's
and
awesome.
So what that means is that your license is really, you get all the academic and practicum experience that you need to be licensed anywhere in the United States. So now back to your question about class size.
Yes.
That really can depend on the cohort. We have some class size caps. No classes will be larger than 18.
Okay.
And that's more for your general ed courses like human diversity and lifespan development and research design. But some of your more specific classes can be as small as 4 or 5 students up to 10 students, depending on how many students come in at the same time. We call those cohorts. And you really go through the program together, which really helps you connect with your colleagues who you'll be doing therapy with later on in the program.
Study groups, the whole thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I really believe what you put into your graduate school experience is what you're going to get out of it. And so getting connected and involved is really important.
Absolutely. Dr. Courtney?
Well, you were asking about the length of the process to get into the school, and it is a pretty comprehensive process, although we have set up something called a quick admit day. And although the typical process would take 2 to 3 months, we're going to set up a day, and you can visit our website to find out more about that, where you can come in, interview, bring the materials you need, and we'll interview you on the spot. So
Wow. So, and that information for that will be forthcoming on the website. Force.edu is where you're going to want to go. Folks, those of you listening, if you want to take that next step, maybe this is an area in a career that you're very interested in. It doesn't cost anything to call, to go and ask, go see the school. It's an amazing place with amazing people. Dr. Courtney, Dr. Brown, it's been really fun talking to you today. Thanks for coming in and seeing us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, man, what a great start.